yeah. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him, your Junes, the NBIC. And of course, you know, I represent our ROD. Want to give a shout out to the YouTube family. Want to give a shout out to the creators. Want to give a shout out to the ancestors. Want to give a shout out to all the El Kebulan deities that hover over us, that's waiting for us to seek them to give us the strength to defeat the enemy. Your round of applause for that. Yeah, man. My apologies coming on late, man. You know how I do, man. I'm always late. I'm never on time. Even my own funeral, I be late. But we gonna have a phenomenal one, man. I hope you guys had a good one today. I had a day off, so I was in the crib all day, just chilling, being with the Wiz, being with my little mans. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's at her grandma's. My son is at their grandma's, and we just live it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, me being home, I got a chance to really, you know, do some content, make some videos, look into the brand and the merchandise, trying to figure out what's going on, what's the holdup as far as the shipment goes. It's a lot of things that I was doing today, but you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to get things done. But on my downtime, man, I was watching a video which came on my feed, and I'm gonna play the video for you just so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. But today's conversation is quite simple, man. You know, religion is nothing but a black hate organization. All religion was designed to make black people hate themselves, was designed to justify why other nations should hate us and why they hate us and all the nonsense, right? But I stumbled across this video, and this video is off this, forgot the name of the name of the channel, but it featured this Hebrew Israelite. Now, this Hebrew Israelite, he's a representative of the ISUPK, another trash organization that proclaims to have the truth or whatnot. But the dude came on and said something that really pissed me off. But before I even put my foot on this clown's neck, I want to play the video for you, and I'll let you guys hear it before I critique it. Let us play.
Stumbling upon this information about us being Israelites, and I can't tell you what really sparked me to take it more serious than I did before. I remember Jay-Z had this song said, "Jesus can't save you." In the Empire State, the song with Alicia Keys.
When you see this video, right? If you get a chance, I might just put the link down. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to give these people any clout. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, maybe it's something that you guys can look into so you guys can get an understanding on why I made such a dramatic change in my approach and realizing what religion was literally designed to do. You know what I'm saying? And brothers can run around the rabbit hole or whatever, but I know exactly what it was designed to do. But even when you watch this video, the beginning, it says cult leader, Black Hebrew Israelite, etc., etc., etc. So even the dude, the European that's, you know, hosting the broadcast is also telling you that these people is a cult. And you should just see how just literally plague off this man's ignorance. But let me finish letting you watch this video. Listen carefully.
York,
Yeah.
Concrete Jungle.
Where trains are.
So in the third, yeah. Just can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. And that's the only earmark I had where I was like, man, why would he say that? And then I started stumbling upon videos that was talking about like blood sacrifices and how black people killing their family and friends to make money in the industry. And then along, you know, on YouTube, you'll be watching in one video and then it'll have suggested videos on the side. So in the suggested videos on the side, it said, you know, black people are Israelites. And so I clicked the video, and from watching that one video, I was hooked. And the information was lining up. Like I had read the Bible like 4 or 5 times, so I was familiar with like the stories and stuff like that. But I clearly didn't have any understanding of it, because now when I'm looking at it from the lens of us being the people of the book, it was
Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. This is for educational purposes. Let me throw that out there before you guys try to hit me with a copyright nonsense. This is fair use. Educational purposes only. Let us continue.
just an eye opener and life changer. So that's kind of how I got.
What about it though? Like struck you? Because obviously it hit something deep inside you, some form of like even finding your identity or things like that. Like what about? Do you remember like the specifics of that video that drew it?
Well, it wasn't so much. Okay, so the video, of course, drew me in, but when it's saying that we're the people of God, like I always believed in Christ, I always believed in God. Even when I was out in the world, and most black people are like that. Most black people, you know, they'll walk around with the little cross and stuff like that, and they'll say, "Oh, Jesus know my heart," and all that stuff. So we all have, like Romans 10:1 says, we have a zeal for God, but not according to knowledge. So now, as I'm watching this video, now it's giving me the knowledge, and the identity part really was the kicker for me. Because if you ask 10 black people who they are, you're gonna get 10 different answers. There's no uniformity. Even if you ask 10 white people what they are, the only thing that'll be uniform is they'll know their ethnicity. They'll know if they're Irish, if they're German, if they're Sicilian, if they're Italian, if they're Polish. You ask black people what they are, it's mainly what they believe in that identifies them. Whether it's Baptist, Muslim, Methodist, Christian, atheist. They're not gonna give you, well, because they try to say we're Africans. They ain't gonna say, well, I'm Chikunku from the Kakungu tribe or something like that. They're not gonna say.
Sorry to be laughing, but it's kind of funny.
This shit is funny, man. I'm saying it. I don't like Africans, so I'm saying it to be funny.
Oh, you don't like Africans?
No, we don't like Africans. No.
Wait, how does this? How does this work? What happened there?
So Africa. So we're not African people. You can't be an Israelite and an African at the same time.
I wanted to just leave it as that, right? So as you guys heard, you can't be an Israelite and an African, and he stated that he does not like Africans. Wow. Now, he said that what drew him into the Hebrew Israelite was hearing the song Jay-Z made with Alicia Keys called New York. And that's what intrigued him to, I guess, lean towards finding out who he is. And again, the ideology of, you know, who we are pertaining to a book, right? Now, this book that these people are claiming on, this book does not prove absolutely nothing outside of telling you that because of your disobedience, you will be going into slavery. Because for an individual like himself, right, who doesn't look, who looks like he's half European. You can just see by his face, his structure, you can tell he has European blood in him. Him and the other one, what's his name? Gorilla Hebrew. These dudes are full-fledged double agent European converts who's trying to make black people who can't trace their lineage back to Jamaica, you know, Haiti and Trinidad and all these areas, who can trace their lineage back there, who them people can also trace their lineage back to Africa, are the ones that's literally promoting such foolish fugazi and telling people that the reason that we are the children of the Bible because of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. But I got news flash for you guys. We was never in captivity in Egypt. I repeat, we was never in captivity out in Egypt. The story that the Biblos are talking about is talking about the Sashu people. The Sashu people was Europeans, Germans, French, etc., who was secretly trying to come into our space and steal and rob, and they became prisoners of the Kemetic people. We're not saying Egyptian because they started using the word Egyptian to minimize the Kemet people, because Kemet means land of the blacks. Okay? Okay? The Sassu people were the ones who fled and end up going back north to those areas where you consider it east. They went back up there. Their God was Yahweh. This is prior to a story of Abraham being told the God named this and that. This is the complete nonsense that brothers and sisters are falling for, that I'm here to punch it out your forehead. Okay? Because you see individuals like that who literally got closer to God through Jay-Z, the most demonic man on the face of this earth, who has allegations of touching little boys and girls right now as we speak. That's who made him be intrigued into finding out who he was according to the Biblos. But like he says, he always believed in the Bible. He always was a follower of Christ. Now, who is Christ? Christos. Christ is literally a person of your imagination. Okay? A man that never existed, never walked, never spoke, never healed, never did nothing. A man that came with a story that told you guys that he died for the sins of humanity, to fast forward to the sin of humanity still being on this earth. So what did he die for? Absolutely nothing, because Jesus never existed. What Jesus did was be the face, the tool, the justification, okay, that the Pope used, because Caesar Borgia is the son of the Pope, and he loved his son, and his son wanted himself to be seen as a god. So he took the stories of Zeus, took the story of Horus, and created his own, and they put an image to justify this stupid ideology. And I'm going to keep calling it that because that's just what it is. Okay? Stupid ideology that causes black people or wannabe black people to say things like, oh yeah, we don't like Africans. We don't like Africans. Even though the Haitians, the Jamaicans look identical to the Africans, you're going to say that you don't like Africans. And the justification is because the Bible says that you will be sent away in ships. Guess what? We all been sent away in ships. Chinese people got sent away in ships. We said Egypt just means bondage, right? Everybody was under bondage. So how does that justify who you are? And don't tell me of the curses. Let's talk about those like yourself who's keeping the law, but seems to be the head, that seems to remain the tail and not the head. That you got to go on these European platforms to try to make people believe that we are the children of the Biblos. Not a single person can prove that to me. Not a single person could prove that they are the descendants of the Biblos. Not a single person. I'll wait for it. If you are able to provide me with this information, let me know. I had a brother today tell me that we come from the that hell is real and that you know, you can read the seven unedited or the 70 added verses of Second Esdras. Let me correct this. This is how you break down foolish ideology, people. Listen carefully. You know how I'm able to break it down? Because I taught this. So I know this with the back of my hands. Okay. Who is Esdras? Where can I get another recorded account of this man outside of the Biblos? Matter of fact, can you provide me a historical text of this man outside of religious texts? Can you provide me his resting place? When did he die? Where did he die? Where was he buried? Did he have children? And if he had children, what was their names? What was this? Nobody asked these questions. Nobody asked these questions. You know why nobody asked these questions? Because religion was designed for you to just shut up and embrace the ideology. And when you see individuals like that, when you see how they look, you can tell that these are the agents that's literally put in place to deceive, to mislead, to literally lead us astray. And what are they using? The same exact tool that the adversary, aka the missionaries, aka the mercenaries, brought to you and told you to convert into this. When are you guys are going to realize that the Biblos is literally a book to promote hatred against blacks, self-hatred against blacks, genocide against blacks, abortions against blacks, murder against blacks, invasion against blacks? Because if you want to go according to the Biblos, isn't Canaan the seed of Ham? Wasn't Ham the ones told to be the black people? That's where we come from. So Canaan's land was overtaken by Israelites by force. Go ahead and scope it and spare nothing. Everybody must die, from the woman all the way down to the children. And just for the heck of it, if you wanna rape these women and do whatever you want, you are granted the right to do so. Now you take that ideology and you tell me who suffer from such thing? Who's still suffering from such ideology? You black people. Don't think because you are here in America, the suffering still does not exist. If the suffering did not exist, you black people would not be so upset about the DEI. If you black people was not so upset, you guys would not be sitting here going to church every Sunday saying, Jesus, please. These black people are more DMX than ever. Lord, give me a sign, and nobody got a sign. Because this is what these Hebrews and this is what this religion, this is what this Biblo do. It promotes genocide against against non-whites. Genocide. All these religions promote genocide. And guess what? To make you feel good, they make you convert. And to make you stay committed into such ideology, they gave you the story of judgment. They gave you the story of judgment. They gave you the story of the 70 added verses of Ezra. And you should listen to it whenever you get a chance. Matter of fact, one of these days I'm going to do it. Because when I break down this hell ideology for you and show you where the foundation and where it comes from and how the three main religions who has their hands in slavery are the only three religions that talks about hell. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly where it came from. I'm going to show you exactly why it was told. And I'm going to show you exactly why it's still being promoted to this day. Your very own teachers is telling you that God is is coming to bring hellfire, and they're going to burn in hell because the book of Revelation. Your teachers is telling you this right now. I'm going to show you the origin of this thing. I'm going to show you the origin of what you call hell and where did it come from. Because prior to invasion of our land, we did not know nothing about hell. We didn't know nothing about Jesus. You can go ahead and swingle it as much as you want. We didn't know nothing about Jesus. We didn't know Yahweh. We didn't speak Hebrew. We didn't care to speak Hebrew. We didn't speak Aramaic, okay? They always try to minimize everything black people do. Like our language had to come from them. Like they the ones that taught us civilization. They taught us how to read. They taught us how to write. I guess they taught us how to bust a nut too, huh? Huh? The only thing these people ever taught humanity was genocide. That's the only thing that came along with these religious leaders. Okay? That's what came along with Islam, genocide. That's what came along with Christianity, genocide. That's what came along with this Hebrew nonsense, genocide. And this Hebrew Israelite nonsense is promoting what? Self-genocide. Making black people who knows that the origin of their existence come from one place and one place only. They're telling you, no, you don't come from there. You come from this little itty bitty titty tiny land far right where it was once called dirt land. This is why they call it the sand people, because there was dirt. It was never no land, never no tropicals, never nothing. It was just dirt. It's always been dirt, and it's still dirt to this day. That's why when you see people fighting over there, they're up and running around dirt. They're not running around no trees. They're not running in no forest. They're not running in no rainforest where things is beautiful and you seeing beautiful animals. These niggas is running around chia pets and genetically modified trees that these people place there to make you believe that this is such a beautiful place. This place is nothing but dirt. The Middle East is dirt. That's why Dubai had to bring water over there. That's why they have to create things over there, because that area is nothing but dirt. It's dirt. These religious people, every single person that you see in a position of power right now, once upon a time came from dirt civilization. Okay? They didn't know what fresh water was until they came around us. They didn't know what coconut trees was until they came around us. They didn't know about seasoned food until they came around us. They didn't know about dancing. They didn't know about moving. They didn't even know women could look so good and shake their body so well until they came around us. They was dealing with these spitbacks, long backs of Notre Dame. That's what they was dealing with. Okay? That's why the first thing that they did when they invaded and took over your land is they was raping your women. They was raping them. Why? Because it's like, oh my gosh, do you see the booty? Do you see the titty? That's why they're sexualizing black women till this very day. And black women don't even realize that they're being sexualized, taken advantage of. And the minute that you women got something to say, they got a mechanism to make you only put the blame on black people and say it's because black niggas like girls with big butts and all that. No, it is them. That's why it's no community guidelines when a black woman is walking with poom poom shorts on, with a skirt on, with a bikini on, knowing that we got kids under 10, 15, 20 years old on social media looking at booty all day. There's nothing. You know why? Because there's nothing wrong with exploiting and taking advantage and sexualizing our black sisters. You understand me? Do you understand? Do you understand? When are you gonna wake up and realize that you're being played? Huh? And what's the justification of your being played? You know why? Because they gave you an ideology. They told you, you know, Jesus, the only Jesus can judge me. And Jesus died for my sins. So if I want to wear this, nobody can tell me nothing, because Jesus died for me to be a bate boy. Jesus died for me to be a prostitute, because that's just what it is. Every single black El Kebulan, whether you here or there, are literally just doing prostitution stuff. Okay? If you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different partners in your life, prostitution. America and society just gives a justification behind it and say, oh, you wasn't married, you're not tied to the person, and if you're not happy, run away, run. That's all they tell black people, run. But when it's time for you to leave America, they say, woman, you better sit still. Matter of fact, raise up the rent, raise up this, so you can't go nowhere. The only place you can travel is Mexico, and make sure you back before Plexico shoots himself in the leg again. Okay, this is how it works. You understand? All of this is connected, bro. All of it is connected. All of it. Okay? This man is literally a face, is literally the representation of an organization that literally promotes hate. And his initiation and what caught his eye was a song from Jay-Z. That's what made you convert, made you look into Hebrew Israelite, because of Jay-Z? Nah. These niggas need to take a seat. Jay-Z? You serious? And then you stumble on, look, man, it shows you that blacks are the Hebrew Israelites. And then you read it. My Wiz said something to me, right? And shout out to the Wiz. You know, my Wiz always gives me the 311. You know what she said to me? She said, yo, Junior, she said, I'm so happy that you're no longer following this Hebrew stuff. I said, why is that? She said, I didn't want to sit there and have to argue with Europeans about a religion that they created. I didn't want to have to prove to them that I'm a better Hebrew than you. And when I thought about that, I said, you know what, babe? He was absolutely right. The heck is black people fighting with Europeans to tell the European I'm the Hebrew and you're not? Meanwhile, they can speak it. They're writing the books. Every single book that these black people are reading are information written and put together by these people. But yet you're fighting with them to tell them that we're the Israel. That's why they love bringing these ignorant black people on their show to make a mockery out of them. And you should hear the arguments. There was a debate. The man got so pissed off. The man said, and this is Guerrilla Hebrew, by the way. The man said, yo, man, I hope you die from lung cancer. I hope you die from cancer. All because the man was just asking a question. Simple question. How do you justify and prove that we are something based on what? A precept? How can you tell me that this precept is 100% accurate, knowing that it's been plagiarized, knowing that it's been tampered with, knowing that it's been touched? Listen, that book got touched more than Justin Bieber by P. Diddy, okay? That's more time that book has been touched. But yet here we are still listening to this sodomite story. Till this day. What must we do for us to start questioning things that's handed to our people? What must we do? I think it's time for us to literally start putting everything that's presented to us on the table, on the hot seat. You're saying that we Hebrew Israelites. Prove it. Don't prove it by giving me precepts. Prove it by giving me a language. I need you to get at least 10 black people, and I'm speaking for those that's a part of these organizations. I need you to bring 10 of your best black scholars and I want them to sit down and speak fluent Hebrew. And if you can't do that, and you're saying that Hebrew is the word, is the tongue of God, and you're the child of God, doesn't the child knows the God, his father's voice? So why can't you understand Hebrew? And some of you guys been in this organization for 20 plus years and still can't speak it. 20 plus years and still can't speak it. I need you to do that for me. Then I need you to show me. I need you guys to get up from the United States, take a trip out there, and show me where Jesus was chilling at. I need to know where Jesus was at. I need to know where Mary was buried. I need to know where Joseph was buried. And you know what? I need you to dig up some Hebrew Israelite body, right? Get what's this guy's name? Ron Dalton. I'm sure he got enough connections to Kyrie to grant you $20,000, $50,000 so you can dig up an Israelite body and then take a DNA and see if your DNA goes hand in hand with this Hebrew stuff. And if you're unable to do that, then I need you to shut the F up. I need you to shut the F up and sit down. And let's focus on the things that we have control over. You know what we have control over? I can go to a cemetery in Africa and dig up the DNA. Take the bone follicles or whatever. No disrespect to the ancestors, but we can't do that if we want to. And it's not going to be based on insertions and assumptions. Everybody's saying, we got people saying, we the E1B1. How do you know you were E1B1? Did you take your test? Did anybody take a test? And if you're not an E1B1, then what? Are you still going to follow the ideology? Are you still going to believe that you are a Bantu? Or what you're going to do? Are you going to become an atheist? Are you going to become a renegade? Are you going to just be a person that lives their lives with no connection to God? Because according to the DNA, if you don't have an E1B1, then you're not the child of Sunini. That's what's being said. But who is doing this justification? Because when these people of the days of old, was nobody taking nobody's DNA. These DNA conversations came about when these niggas sat in those seats. Do you guys know that the stories of the characters in the Bible, you know that none of them never had a Bible? You notice that nobody never had a Bible? Nobody never got on their knees and prayed and opened and meditated day and night. None of that ever existed. They just said it. It was just written. It says, meditate on my word day in, day out. That's what was said. But you can't find no proof of Abram with a Bible or any word of God. Adam didn't have it. Enoch didn't have it. But yet we have it. We have it. And we uphold it like it's the word of God. My God does not kill children. My God does not allow women, black women, to be raped. My God does not allow innocent children to go to the heinous trenches environment of slavery. My God would never allow that. And this is the God that you want us to believe that this is us? Huh? You want me to believe, people. Listen, they want me to believe. You want me to believe. You want me to believe that this God of the Bible is my God? When this God of the Bible has done nothing good for me but hurt me, divide me, separate me, lose my identity. I don't know who I am because the God of the Bible said you ain't supposed to know who you are because I am your God and you are my peasant. Get on your knees and worship me. And if you don't, I will send the enemies to your front door and I will allow them to rape your daughter. I will allow them to rape your daughter. I will allow them to unalive your son. And this is our God. And then you get these weirdo ass niggas. When you see these people, listen, I'm telling you this straight from experience. The mass majority of these Hebrew Israelites are broke niggas living off their shorty. Their shorty is doing all the work, making all the money. And all these niggas is doing is staying in their house, learning more precept after precept to get ready and say, I want to go outside and street preach. You should see how they look. Their clothes be beat. They shirt not even iron. Their boots these niggas is still wearing mountain gears, bro. I didn't even know mountain gears even exist until I see these people's feet. Don't laugh, babe. Niggas is wearing mountain gears, bro. I seen some of them in felines, bro. Excuse me. It's just hilarious. Ask them how they're living. Some of these dudes is living in the projects. I had a brother that was living in his car and said, my brother, listen, I gotta live in my car, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be like Christ. I gotta operate in complete humility, bro. Because that's the way Yeshua would want it to be. That's the way the Mashiach would want it to be. Love not the things of this world. If any man love the thing of this world, then the love of the Father is not in you. Damn. My wife is of this world. Honey, I can't love you. If I love you, I'm going to hell. I can't love you. It says, love not the things of this world. My woman is from this world. When I met her, she was in this world. So she's sending me to hell. Damn. Damn, I can't. Then that means I can't even love jewelry. Look, hey, my jeweler reached out to me. He said, hey, I know your birthday's coming up. Do you want a special order? Well, my phone show you guys this email, man. Let me stop talking because my wife is next to me. I don't want her knowing what I'll be doing. She gonna be like, I don't want to hear none of that. But anyway, this is who these people are. Broke black men, angry black men who's mad, right? Who's mad. And let me tell you what religion is. Religion is a institution that you believe in, but your belief is done through actions. These Hebrew Israelites, they're mad because they have no action. They try to cover it up and say, our job is to bring us back together. If you bringing everybody back together, then why is there 15 different versions of you guys teaching 15 different perspectives? And y'all all reading from the same book. Y'all all believe that you're supposed to keep the commandments, but yet you can't come together for one cause. You can't come together and really build a nation, but you will stand on national TV, come on this YouTube and say that we're trying to bring the black people together. Like the brother said, he wanna put us together and give us structure and make us organized. Why aren't you organized? Why aren't you together? Why aren't you putting up money and owning up a building, buy a building so your Hebrew Israelites can be there and start a community, start something? Why can't you do that? Huh? Because you are doing exactly what religion was designed to do, and that was divide the people. These niggas come to you with a pamphlet and ask you, where your family from? If I tell you I'm from Jamaica, you be like, yo, brother, you from the tribe of Benjamin. If I say, hey, I'm from Haiti, you say, hey, my brother, you from the tribe of Levi. If I tell you I'm a Native American, oh, my brother, you from the tribe of Gad. Right? Now the same black person says, yeah, I think I'm Haitian, but I really think I'm African. Oh no, you ham. Oh no. Mind you, people. Mind you. These niggas look just like me and you. Black. But because they claim Africa, they are now thrown off the conversation as the children, as the chosen seed. You see what I'm telling you? You see what the religion is doing? Oh no, you're evil. You're not the promise. Black, going through the same trials and tribulations. Because if you want to go based on Deuteronomy chapter 28, the people in El Kebulan is still going through it. The only difference is they wasn't the ones that was sent on ships. Their relatives was. Think about it. Go type in. I want you guys to do some homework. This is homework for you guys. I want you to go on Google. I want you to look up Jamaica, look at the people in Jamaica. Just look at their faces, look at their skin tone, look at et cetera, et cetera. And then I want you to go look at people in the Congo. Go look into the Ashanti tribe. Go look to see how these people look. How do you decipher the two? You decipher the two based on a freaking precept? Are you crazy? Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? Huh? A precept? A precept is what you
Are
use.
you dumb?
Say it again.
Are you dumb?
A precept is what you use to determine who's God's chosen and who's not. Meanwhile, people is in the Congo right now where it says you will work and you will get the fruits and you will not receive the fruits of your labor. People in Africa is going through that right now. Aren't they the chosen? Aren't they suffering from the curses? But you know you're not, you know you can't teach that because why? Why can't you teach that? Because it's not about salvation of the people. You can care less about black people. The nigga said that. Homie said, we don't like Africans. He made a joke. We come from the Hunkan tribe. But yeah, you telling me I'm from the tribe of Levi. You, as white as you look, you're telling me you from the tribe of Judah. I can look at you and tell you that you have white blood. Your daddy is a white man. The very first person is a white man. Now what? According to you, you are the seed of your father. You are a Gentile according to your Biblos. You, Hebrew gorilla Hebrew, and all these other non-speaking Hebrew wannabes. You guys are the descendants of Europeans. You are the children of Christopher Columbus. You are the children of Thomas Jefferson. You are the children of George Washington. You are the children of every slave master that walked this earth. You are the descendant of that. And that's why you hate El Kebulan people. How you feel about those apples? That's why you don't like us. That's why you can't stand Africa. So stay here. Stay here. Wait for your Jesus to come. Wait for your Mashiach to come. Wait for Miss Syndicy to come. I want all you clowns to wait for it. My son don't like to go to sleep on his own. He needs his mom to hold him. And she's trying to break him out of that. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give a whole lesson about that one time. But in reality, people, these people don't like us because they are doing their daddy's will. They're doing their daddy's job. They're doing their daddy's job. They're not doing the wills of the creators. These dudes is calling on Yahoo, bro. Yahoo is who they calling on. Excuse me. Yahoo is who they calling on. Jacob is who they calling on. All of these foolish, stupid ideologies is who our people is calling on, and this is who we believe in, that it's us. Do your homework. Stop just listening. Don't listen to what I'm saying. Please, I beg you, don't listen to what I'm saying. Do your homework. Do your homework. Do chronological investigation. Chronological investigation is what? When you are able to put a stamp, a time stamp on everything that occurred. Okay, so King Solomon was ruling at this time. Let me see where Africa was at that time. Who was ruling? Who is this? Who is that? Go ahead. And I promise you, you're going to be pissed off for the information that you're going to have. You're going to be pissed off. You're going to be as pissed off as I am. You know why I'm pissed off? Because I invested over 10 years of this nonsense. 10 years of my life that I can't get back. 10 years plus of my life that I can't get back. I cannot get this back, guys. So yeah, I'm very pissed off. Because when the OGs, shout out to the OGs, and you know the OGs always gonna come with wisdom. The OGs told me, man, shout out. He's like, yo, my brother, listen, man. When you know the reason for religion, you're gonna understand why. You know what I'm saying? That joint is a dub. And you know what religion made me do? Religion made me look at those wise men as ignorant, lost souls who's hell-bound. How many of you